This is why I wear a hat. So, it's Sunday night, the 2nd of March. Well, now it's the 3rd because it's 2 o'clock in the morning, but it's Sunday night still in my head. Not much exciting happened today. There was a few things in the news that were kind of interesting, including that the Democratic Party candidates in the United States have decided that the Canadian government is interfering in the American election by announcing that the campaigns contacted the Canadian government and said that they weren't actually intending on renegotiating NAFTA as they were promising and whatever. So that was kind of funny. Because I think they might be giving the Canadian government just a little bit too much credit in, the whole interfering in American politics thing, because we're Canada. Let's think about that for a minute. Otherwise, I didn't do too much today. I did spend a little time bonding with the baby, which was nice. I got to, to bond with him for a while. It's one of the first times that I've really had a chance because I was sick all week long, and so I didn't get a chance to go see him in the hospital. And when he came home on Thursday night, I was still feeling not good, so I didn't spend much time around him because I didn't want to get him or his mom sick. But I'm feeling better now, and so we were hanging out, and he's adorable. He's a little poop factory, but he's like a week old, so what do you want? So yeah, we had that going on. A friend came over that I haven't seen in a while to visit, and so there was that. And I decided today, when I was talking to a friend, that because I'll always get the urge to read before bed, and I decided that instead of just kind of going to Wikipedia and reading the most recent entries, or reading yet another presidential biography or prime ministerial biography or the biography of some world leader or something political and really not very applicable with regard to a skill or whatever, that I would start to read books that were skill building books. And so I've decided to start with a PHP for Dummies book. So I got a PHP for Dummies book, or I got a copy of PHP for Dummies rather, that I'm gonna read before I go to bed, and just sort of through the day and whatever. And I'm gonna start reading these kinds of books a little bit. I know a fair amount of PHP, and I've done website work for a number of years, so that's it's not really a new skill. But one of the things, and we recently, some friends of mine and I recently had a conversation about, was the fact that we're mostly all self-taught, and we know what we know because it's what we've used, not because we have some well-built foundation upon which our knowledge is built. So I know the functions and the features that I've used, but beyond that, I don't have a good foundation, a good basis of the basics. There are some things that I don't know that I'm sure are absolutely elementary, but that have just never come up, because most of my learning has come from reading the code that other people have written and basically looking up the solution to whatever problem I was working on at the time. So I've decided that I'm going to do that. I want to read. I noticed when I was going through and looking at the For Dummies series of books that there's like a CSS for Dummies and even a blogging for Dummies, which I kind of thought was interesting. So I'm going to pick that one up too. And just kind of, some books that will be interesting to learn and to build skills. So, and I love to read. So I think that that's probably going to be a lot of fun. If anybody has any suggestions for interesting books to read or topics to learn as far as skills go, drop me a line, let me know. I'm still agonizing over the terrible picture in the paper for my editorial as the deadline and the eventual publication date draws closer. Because, I don't know, I just, unfortunately, the picture that they printed in the paper was like this big of me. When it actually gets printed beside my article, it'll be this big. So, it probably won't be so bad when it's the size of a postage stamp. God, my hands look gigantic when they're in front of my face. That's funny. Now I've lost my train of thought. Isn't that fantastic? Oh, and I sent in my my editorial today, even though my deadline's not until Tuesday, in order to get an idea whether it's appropriate. Since this is the first one that I've written, it's something that I would write if I was writing a letter to the editor. But since this is kind of going to be endorsed by the paper in a manner of speaking, I thought, oh, my face is ticklish because my hair was up against it. That's why I wear the damn hat. That's terrible. Oh, now I've lost my train of thought. And so I sent in the thing, and so I'm hoping to get a little bit of feedback because I have a couple of others that I've got in draft form that I can send as replacements if the one that I sent in isn't appropriate. When I hear one way or the other next Thursday, I'll read it online so that, and post it in case anybody's interested in what I wrote. Who knows? It could happen. Someone could be interested. Yeah. I did some relocating of fish today too. I took the males from my fish tank downstairs and put them in the downstairs fish tank because I want to reinvigorate the breeding stock in my fish tank. A lot of my fish look very similar. The colors are all the same, so I thought that I would get some new males for the tank so that they can bring and breed in new colors into the fish. So that will be, that was a little bit of fun. I enjoyed doing that. Poor little things though. They're gonna go from getting laid every 30 seconds to getting a little bit all nothing. So, they'll deal with it. They're fish. They won't even notice. 10 seconds after I put them in the fish tank, they probably forgot what the other fish tank was like anyway. So whatever. Anyway, I guess that's it for me. I'm going to go to bed because it's late and I'm tired. And eventually, hopefully, my face stops being ticklish. Bye.